If you just pay attention, the Most High shows you who the Edomites are. The Most High shows you who hates you the most. Shalom. This is High Priest Kahalal of the Law, also known as Calvin Israel, back with another video lesson, giving all praises, honor, power, glory, dominion, majesty, reverence, blessings, worship, love, and admiration to the Most High, Yahweh, and Yahweh only. Double honors, triple honors to Yahweh and Yahweh only. No Bahashem. Understand that? All right. Now, the title of today's video lesson is G Trash, the False Prophet and the Arch Enemies of God, Part 2. All right, yeah. We needed to come through with a part 2 to slam dunk this false prophet and his false doctrine. All right, dump G Trash in the trash. We're gonna dump G Trash, the false prophet, in the dumpster, and it's gonna be undeniable. Understand that we deal with knowledge, wisdom, and understanding and common sense over here. All right? Not this guy. This guy shouldn't even be teaching, man. You know, this guy needs to just sit down, grab your pen and pad, put on a Calvin Israel video lesson, a few of them, back to back, and binge watch Calvin Israel. Get your mind right, pray to the Most High Yahweh, and then get back out there preaching the full truth and stop embarrassing yourself like you embarrassed yourself on the Sakari show. You know? Yeah, man, they call their video lessons and their debates, and they just call their recordings a show, right? And I enjoyed the show, watching Sakari slap you around. And they actually gave you a fair shake. You stumbled and fumbled the ball. You know, I watched that. You know, sometimes, most of the times, they do get you on their platform and control the narrative by muting you, talking over you, not giving you a fair shake. Yeah, Sakari, y'all need to stop doing that. Y'all gave G Trash a fair shake, and, you know, he just fumbled the ball. But for other brothers and sisters, y'all need to give them a fair shot when they come to y'all platform, man. And stop doing all of that manipulating and tweaking, you know, a person's message and Just stop being a scripture twister. All right? Yeah. But Sakari slapped you around. But I'm gonna punch you around. I understand that. So when you're talking about Esau, Edom, the Edomites, and who they are today, you're talking about the arch enemies of God, the arch enemies of the Israelites, the biggest hater, and the biggest oppressor of the Israelites. The biggest hater and the biggest oppressor of the Israelites, so-called black people. Now, who is that? Look at all of these public racist hate shootings. It was just one in, I believe, Jacksonville, Florida, at the Dollar General. Then right before that, a guy goes to Buffalo, New York, I believe, and shoot up a grocery store. And when they are doing this, when these Edomite terrorists are doing this, you know who they are targeting, right? Yeah, of course. It'd be all over the news. They're targeting the Israelites, us. So the scriptures is telling you, the Most High is telling you, actually, his words. He's telling you that these people have a perpetual hatred towards the Israelites. The Edomites have a perpetual hatred, a strong hatred and envy towards the Israelites. And we see in reality, are you living in reality? Nobody hate black people like so-called white people. Understand that. Everybody can understand that because everybody see that in their day-to-day life. Look, there's no Arabs putting on blackface and making fun of black people, painting their lips all red, painting their face jet black. Look, man, no one's doing that. No one is playing Hit the Nigger Baby. No one is opening up restaurant food chains called Coon Chicken Inn. They had a restaurant food chain called Coon Chicken Inn, and their logo was a black man, right? Blackface, Jim Crow blackface. And you got the president and his wife also displaying their hate, not only in office, but out of office in their day-to-day life when they're just parlaying. You got Hillary Clinton dressed in blackface. You know? She needs some makeup. She needs a lot. She needs a facelift and all, but the makeup that she decided to put on was blackface. Look, these people show you that they hate you. We don't see no Arabs in blackface, and we don't see no Arabs doing all of that. Hey, man, you a coon yourself. Yeah, G-Trash, you're a coon yourself, man. Oh, uppity nigga. Look at the uppity nigga. Uncle Tom. Uncle Ruckus. G-Trash. Scared of the white man, huh? Oh, yeah, I know. Yeah, those Arabs ain't as close to us. Nah, we dwell with these white people and you scared. You don't want to offend them. Yeah, you know what they are capable of. But we are not afraid of them over here, man. This is YOZ, Yahweh only, zealous. And we zealous for Yahweh and the truth. And we pushing and stumping real mighty like that. In the spirit of the Most High Yahweh. Ain't no fear amongst us. Understand that. Straight truth, full truth is being dished out here. And we right here at Ezekiel 35 verse 1. Nobody hate the Israelites like the Edomites. And we deal with reality, matching the scriptures to reality, because the scriptures are reality in real ancient history, in real godly prophecies, divine prophecies. So we deal with the scriptures in reality. In reality, we don't see no one hating so-called black people like so-called white people. Understand that. Moreover, the word of Yahweh came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir and prophesy against it. Mount Seir, that's where the Edomites first dwelt. He's talking about the Edomites. And say unto it, thus says Yahweh Elohim, behold, O Mount Seir, I am against thee, and I will stretch out my hand against thee, and I will make thee most desolate. I will lay thy cities waste, and thou shalt be desolate, and thou shalt know that I am Yahweh, he that exists. Yeah, they gonna know. Most of those Edomites, those white people, are atheists, but they gonna know on that day he gonna lay their cities waste, wherever they at. Yeah, all of their cities, man, all of their towns and countries, all of their territories, all of their territories are gonna get laid waste. Yeah, that's right. Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred, and has shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end. That means when the Most High took this spirit off of them to let us out of captivity, they did not fully release us from captivity, right? When the Most High put the spirit on them to release us from captivity, they partially did it. They did not really let us out of captivity. They took the chains off and kept us in their land. But they were supposed to fight to give us our land back and to establish us as we were before they interrupted and kidnapped us. Understand that. And we were established as the kingdom of Judah, as we see on the Negro land where the slave coast was, right? The slave coast was the kingdom of Judah. So they didn't do that, because thou hast had a perpetual hatred, perpetual, non-stop, ongoing, continual, everlasting, because thou hast had a perpetual hatred. So as far as you can look back, these white people been hating us and shedding our blood. Understand that? So till this day, when our iniquity has had an end, they still shoot us down. What's his name? The white boy, Dylan Ruth? that went into the church and killed like 9 Israelites, 9 so-called black people, and then they slapped them on the wrist and gave them what? Burger King? Hey, look, they're telling that cracker good job in the face of the public. We got to put you in, but we're going to make it real comfortable for you. That's what they do, man. Let us go to jail for killing one of them or killing a cop. Yeah, man, they going to beat you down. For real. But in a time that our iniquity has had an end because the Most High put the Spirit on them to take us out of captivity, they didn't fully release us. We still here talking about Black Lives Matter. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's right. We are the only Israelites. There's no Indian Lives Matter. There's no Latino Lives Matter movement. Understand that. We are under the curses that says Deuteronomy 28, verse 66, that we will have no assurance of our life. Ezekiel 35, verse 6. Therefore, as I live, says Yahweh Elohim, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. Since thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee. It's only right. It's coming back on these so-called white people, the Edomites. Therefore, as I live, says Yahweh Elohim, I will prepare you unto blood, and blood shall pursue you. Since thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue you. Get ready for that. White boy, white girl, get ready for that. Because we're going to inflict a lot of pain on you. Sorry, G-Trash. I know it's going to bring you to tears, but that's exactly what we're going to do. So you can go in a corner and cry your eyes out. Take your coon ass to your room, bury your face in your pillow and cry your eyes out for these damn crackers, because they are getting slaughtered by the Israelites. Understand that. Thus says Yahweh. Ezekiel 35, verse 7. Thus will I make Mount Seir most desolate, and cut off from it him that passes out, and him that returneth. Even the wise man out of Edom gotta go. So if you a wise man, that means you keep the commandments. You keep Torah. So if you a Edomite that keep Torah, if you a white person that keep Torah, you are really supposed to be mad at your people, man. Yeah, I bet some of the wise men of Edom are really mad and disappointed with their nation for how they treated the Israelites, how they treated so-called black people, knowing we were the Israelites. We are the Israelites. And they know that. Maybe not the citizens, but these presidents and these elites that control their countries. They know. But they are in high-level sorcery and witchcraft and idolatry, serving the spiritual demon Lucifer, that they think that this is helping them, right? And keeping us in captivity in their land will prolong their rulership, because the Most High will not destroy their land when we're in it. You know what I'm saying? The Most High won't utterly destroy their land when we're in it. That's what they're thinking. But like the Most High shielded the 3 Hebrew men in the fire in the book of Daniel. Oh yeah, that's right. The Most High will shield us in the fire once the fire comes down on the daughter of Babylon. All these European countries that we're stuck in. Understand that. And I will fill his mountains with his slain men. Ooh. Yeah. A great slaughter is coming to white people. A genocide. Ooh. Even worse than how they did the Native American Indians. In thy hills and in thy valleys and in all thy rivers shall they fall that are slain with the sword. Oh man, dead, bloody bodies gonna be all in the rivers and the waters. Yeah, the waters is gonna be real blood then. Yeah. It's gonna be dead bodies everywhere. The Most High can do that. He is a heart stopper. Yo, it'd be real easy. It's real easy for the Most High to do that. Yes, let's constantly stay in prayer about that. That these damn white people get their judgment that is written. You know, this execution, this extermination that is due. I can't say it's overdue. Who am I to say it's overdue? It's due. They deserve it, right? It's all in the Most High's timing, and it's coming. I will make thee perpetual desolations, and thy city shall not return. And ye shall know that I am Yahweh. Right? So this is a future prophecy. Because when he knocked them down the first time, we read in the book of Malachi chapter 1, you know, they came back and said they will rebuild the desolate places. But he says now, you ain't going to be able to rebuild. Yeah, because it's going to be complete extermination. Yeah, that's right. Because thou hast said, these two nations and these two countries shall be mine, and we will possess it, whereas Yahweh was there. That's right. That's America and Israel. The Edomites got America and Israel. Now, in population, the Israelites has really grown in America, all right, over the time. And Israel is our original homeland. And they have these two countries, two nations in their possessions. And they are off in Israel, high kicking, doing that corny dance like they do. All happy-go-lucky, like Yahweh is there. Yahweh is not there yet. Wherever we are, Yahweh is in the midst of us. And Yahweh did turn his face from us because we forsook him. But things are coming back now. We're coming back to Yahweh. And he's coming back to us. And our journey back to Yahweh is almost accomplished. We're almost there. Let's keep spreading this truth because, you know, they got some secret restrictions on me whenever I try to share videos on my social media about who are the Israelites today or who are the Edomites today. They don't want this type of information getting out. They do a lot of playing on my accounts, you know, a lot of suppression on my accounts. So if y'all could, all the zealots, share this to your social media. Share both, part 1, part 2. Also share the one that I made about Eli Israel, aka Heli. Heli is fake. The Hamite. Yeah. Spread this truth. Verse 11. Therefore, as I live, says Yahweh Allahaya, I will even do according to your anger and according to your envy, which thou hast used out of your hatred against them, and I will make myself known among them when I have judged thee. So the Most High has to make himself known again amongst the Israelites. He said, I will make myself known among them, because right now our people is in all kind of ignorance and idolatry, dealing with these Christianity, Muslims, the Nation of Islam, and all of that stuff. And they think that the Most High is not with us, and they don't know who they are. Some of these people, when they hear that we are the Israelites, even reading to them the curses and breaking it down to them, they still can't accept it, because all they have been witnessing and experiencing is us being completely nothing. All right? And that's their confidence. That's their self-esteem. You know, so you are going to know who you are on this day when the Most High judge these white people for how they hated us, the Negroes, so-called African Americans, so-called black people. Oh, you're going to know that you're an Israelite, and you're going to know who your God is, Yahweh, and you're going to know who is not your God. JC of the New Testament, Allah in the Quran, is not your God. Those are fictional characters. Understand that. Chapter 12, Salakia, verse 12 in chapter 35 in the book of Ezekiel. And thou shalt know that I am Yahweh, and that I have heard all thy blasphemies, which thou hast spoken against the mountains of Israel, saying, they are laid desolate. They are given us to consume. Yeah, that's how they feel. They always target us. Everywhere we go, they target us, because it is written how to conquer us. Their forefathers, they never went into captivity and was destroyed and was stripped of everything, stripped of, all of their history, and stripped of their forefathers' writings, their language. They was never stripped of nothing. So they have everything intact. So they know from their forefathers' writings that they have to keep us in sin in order for them to stay on top and to remain having rulership in the earth. All right? But the Most High has heard all the blasphemies of these crackers, man. Everything that they did, everything that they do, and everything that they say. Yeah, man, all of these blasphemies, man. Trying to say that we not the Israelites and everything, man. All of this blasphemy. Yeah, man, trying to say we not the real Jews. All of this blasphemy, man. Trying to say we nothing but niggas and porch monkeys. All of this blasphemy, man. You know what I'm saying? Thus, with your mouth, ye have boasted against me, and have multiplied your words against me. I have heard them. That's what that New Testament is about, man. You boasted against Yahweh, and have multiplied your words against Yahweh. And you always deny Yahweh. You have to watch out for the American government and the powers that shouldn't be, the Edomites in this world. Because they're going to claim Christianity, but they're going to always pitch atheist pitch. an atheist mindset. So nothing is God, right? They're going to throw out their own conspiracy theories, and other people are going to latch on to it and spread it as well, that they can manipulate the weather, right? They're going to say that they found some aliens and that the chariots that we see is not of God, it's of another species from another planet, some aliens coming here. This is some crazy sci-fi madness, right? So they boast against Yahweh. Thus says Yahweh Elohim, when the whole world, Salakia, when the whole earth rejoice, I will make thee desolate. Thus says Yahweh Elohim, when the whole earth rejoice, I will make thee desolate. That's right. You know what it is. As thou didst rejoice at the inheritance of the house of Israel. Yeah, they're rejoicing. They're over in our land right now. They're rejoicing. Because it was desolate. Yeah, they went in there in 1948 when it was desolate. So will I do unto you. Thou shalt be desolate, O Mount Seir. That's right. Everywhere that these white people dwell, desolate. Especially America. And all Idumea, especially America. Even all of it, especially America. And they shall know that I am Yahweh. All right, so now let's go and prove without a shadow of a doubt that the Edomites are not the Arabs. We're going to go to Jeremiah 25 and we're going to start at 15. Jeremiah chapter 25, verse 15. And this is the nation's judgment roll call. Here, the Most High lists all the nations that have to drink of the cup of his fury and wrath. Okay? So all the nations are here. Jeremiah 25, the nation's judgment roll call. And we're going to see that the nation of Edom and the Arabs are two separate, different nations. They are named separately on the nation's judgment roll call. They are two separate nations. So the Edomites cannot be the Arabs. Let's go. Verse 15 in chapter 25 of Jeremiah. For thus says Yahweh Elohim of Israel unto me, take the wine cup of this fury at my hand and cause all the nations to whom I send you to drink it. The nation's judgment roll call. And they shall drink and be moved and be mad because of the sword that I will send among them. Then took I the cup at the hands. Salakia. Then took I the cup at Yahweh's hand and made all the nations to drink unto whom Yahweh has sent me. To wit, Jerusalem and the cities of Judah and the kings thereof and the princes thereof, to make them a desolation and astonishment and hissing and a curse as it is this day. So the Israelites are not excluded from this. You know, we feel it. Pharaoh, king of Egypt, and his servants and his princes and all his people, all of them, and all the mingled people and all the kings of the land of Uz and all the kings of the land of the Philistines and Ashkelon and Azza and Ekron and the remnant of Ashdod. Edom, there go Edom, and Moab and the children of Ammon, and all the kings of Tyrus, and all the kings of Zidon, and the kings of the isles which are beyond the sea, Dedan, and Tema, and Buz, and all that are in the utmost corners, and all the kings of Arabia. Wait, what? And all the kings of Arabia, there you go, Arabia, the Arabs. So they are not the Edomites. There you go. There you have it. They are a separate nation. Right? The Edomites are not the Arabs. We see it right here. So if Edom is the Arabs, according to G Trash the Prophet, then who is the Arabs? See how it don't make any sense? Look, if Edom is the Arabs, according to the false prophet G Trash, then when we read the scriptures right here, who are white people? If Arabs are Edom, who are white people then? The Arabs? Huh? White people are the Arabs? If they are Edom, then they have to be the Arabs, because the Arabs are separate from Edom. It's right here. Who are white people, man? Japheth? You saying white people are Japheth? Where's the written judgment for Japheth? Because we see all of these crimes, hate crimes, and all of this blasphemy coming off of these white people. Where is that judgment of Japheth? I need to see it. I need to see it. Where can we read that? It is not in Torah Tanakh. So it is not real. Exactly. Japheth, they are the Native American Indians. Japheth is not white people. Understand that. Japheth is not white people. Where is this judgment for Japheth? If white people are Japheth, we should be able to look in the book of prophecy and see their end and see why they're coming to an end. Right? Come on. How did white people in all their wickedness miss the Bible? The Bible missed it? Huh? The Bible has nothing to say about it? Hey, you's a sucker. You can take your coon ass back and you get up out my face, man. You get up out my face for all of them lies. Go and lie to someone who delights in lies. I don't delight in lies.